these first three questions really go together. So put them all together into one little video. Explain why water is polar all comes back to the shape of water, the Lewis dot diagram here. So this is the Lewis dot diagram of water, and really what this tells us is that oxygen is the more electronegative element. It's got more electrons around it, so it's going to tend to keep the electrons more than the hydrogens. So just due to that polarity, the bent shape, the fact that both of those hydrogens are giving their electrons to the oxygen without canceling each other out, and that big electronegativity difference between them makes it polar. Now, describing the hydrogen bonding between molecules, we're talking about separate molecules of water and the forces that hold them together, is really just comes back to its polarity. Because water is very polar, the hydrogen atoms from one molecule are attracted to the oxygen atoms from the other. They are so polar that they have these partial positive and partial negative charges on there. You don't really have to draw those. But that's why they're attracted to each other, because the H's and the O's are opposite charges. So that's what forms this hydrogen bonding force that holds the separate molecules together. Now, why does water have a relatively high boiling point and heat of vaporization? Well, that's because of this hydrogen bonding and the polarity we've just been talking about. Because it's polar, it has lots of these hydrogen bonding, which is the strongest intermolecular force, water molecules are held together very strongly. It takes a lot of energy to overcome that hydrogen bonding. That means higher melting points and boiling points.